Welcome to this free quantum healing Q-RIT session to get you thriving. And thriving is one of my favorite words because most people I meet and have ever met in my life, they are surviving. They're just getting through the day, living paycheck to paycheck, just in this constant hamster wheel cycle. And when you meet someone who is thriving, and thriving is about thriving in their finances, thriving in their health, thriving in their relationships, they love life, they're full of energy, all the ways, I call it on all levels. It's really wondrous. You can see the brightness in their eyes. And this is something I am so glad I found. Quantum healing and Q-RIT, it really transformed my life. I had so much trauma, so much baggage. I was closed. I had all these different things that were blocking me from really thriving. And bit by bit, piece by piece, I got to the root cause of why these things were there and cleared them. And this is what we're going to do for you today. Today is a session all about how to thrive in your career and mission. And this is a part of a series of Q-RIT sessions I'm offering for free. This is my gift to all of you to help all our brothers and sisters around the world to thrive. It is really important to me that anyone who is looking for genuine advice, support, upgrades, activations can get that. And it's my absolute pleasure to offer this to you. So throughout the coming weeks, I'm going to be offering different free sessions on health, finances, your relationships, every area of your life that you can think of. So I hope that sounds exciting. And the theory behind this, if you have not heard of quantum healing or Q-RIT before, is you can actually solve and cure the biggest problems and challenges in your life or your business or your health. And it's about getting to the root cause of why is that thing there. Some people are really good at this. They can sit with themselves honestly and look at their life from a higher perspective, third party perspective. Just imagine you can see your life from that bigger perspective. You can see why things are the way they are, why your career is the way it is. That's the focus for today. Or why your health is the way it is, why your relationships are. And we can use Q-RIT, which stands for quantum regression and integration therapy. So it's regressing to the root cause of why the issue is there. We can use this to help you find the issue and actually cure it. And we have people healing from all sorts of physical health issues, mental health issues. We have people who were closed to love, finding love. We have people who have PTSD, suddenly finding peace. People who are very angry, finding peace. And it's a wonderful tool to help people with their fears, phobias, whatever it is. There is a reason why you are where you are in your career right now. I use the word career. I also call it your mission. Maybe you have a business, maybe you're working in a job right now. What is that thing that you are so excited to contribute to the world? We're going to tap into that. And I'm going to take you through a process, which is one of our advanced processes to help you actually, right now on this session, have an upgrade and get a big breakthrough. So I hope that sounds exciting. And if you don't already know, quantum healing techniques, just like Q-RIT, can help with in minutes. So any good hypnotherapist, quantum healer can help you in minutes to heal, clear, upgrade, whatever your issue is. And the cool thing is, it's not some woo-woo out there spiritual thing. It's very grounded. So you actually get a step-by-step plan. So by the end of today, you will have a step-by-step plan for how to improve your career, your mission, your business, whatever it is that you're doing. So I know that might sound like a lot to promise in an hour session, but we're going to do this. You will be absolutely amazed and blown away. And if you have any part of you that is skeptical about this, or maybe you've never done something like this before, just to put you at ease, there are so many documented cases of people healing all kinds of physical health issues. Some of our Q-RIT practitioners, so we teach this, you can learn how to do Q-RIT if you want to. They've helped people heal from things like cancer. They've helped people heal from chronic pain. They've helped people heal from anxiety and depression. And it can be very, very fast. So I hope that sounds exciting. And one of the cool things that we can do is we can help you get connected to what I like to call your highest path. So, whatever that path is for you in your career, in your mission, that is going to bring you the most joy. Life is made to be enjoyed. You are here because there is something so wonderful and magical that you can do in this lifetime, or you can support someone else in their mission. We all have different roles to play. And by the end of today, you will know so much more about why you are here. I'm very left brained, physics, science. I'm very right brained. Been teaching meditation for almost 10 years, been doing healing for almost 10 years. And I sit right in the middle of that. So I hope you are, like me, able to be in both worlds. It's a very powerful skill set to have. And this is our slogan, that whatever is happening in your life, we can cure it with Q-RIT. So my name is Luke. I'm the founder of Q-RIT. I was writing a book, and when I'm in that process, I'm in a deep meditation, and I got guided to create this modality, which is a combination of all the best things I've learned. I've studied hypnotherapy, I studied energy healing, I've studied different shamanic practices, and so many different tools that have been used from modalities all around the world. And I've just brought together the best bits and made it as simple as possible. So anyone can learn this. We have someone, he's one of our testimonials. He is a bouncer in a nightclub, a security guard, and now he's a healer. You know, anyone can do this, and that brings me a lot of joy as well. And I've been speaking around the world, running retreats. I've created over 10 different online courses. I do lots of one-on-one sessions, mentorship, guidance for people, and it's all about this sentence here: welcoming new levels of love and joy into your life. That's what I am here to do. That's my mission on this planet, to help you feel more love and more joy. So if we can do that today, it will be my absolute honor. And a little later, after we've done the process, I'll share with you, for anyone who's interested, how you can come and join our tribe, our Q-RIT tribe, how you can come and learn how to do this quantum healing hypnosis technique and transform your life. You can do it on yourself or for other people too. So, question: are you ready to actually heal or upgrade your life, to play full out? Maybe you're here to transform the world and feel fully supported while you do it. I know a lot of people who have a big mission, but they don't feel very supported. So that's why the tribe, the community piece is so important, because we can all be each other's best cheerleaders. We can all collaborate together. This is the way that I think the world is evolving and believe the world is evolving, where we all live in unity and help each other. And I always like to say, you can have excuses or you can have results. You get to choose. And you all came here today, or you're all watching this if you're watching the replay. So I already know that you're a cool person, and I already know that you're ready. You're ready for something. You prioritize this. So well done for that. The word prioritize is one of my favorite words. And when you think about your career, when you think about your mission, how much of a priority is this for you right now? Because when something is truly important to us, we make it a high priority, and we always find a way. It's really interesting that a part of the human experience. My invitation to you today, everything's an invitation. By the end of this session today, let's make your mission, your career, your true path a higher priority, and you'll watch your life will improve in so many ways. So, this is one of the tools I share with my mentees and my clients, and it's called the Wheel of Consciousness. And it helps you to get every area of your life into alignment. Now, there are 10 areas here, and you can see the one we're going to focus on today is career and mission. We also have quality of relationships, your spiritual connection, how you feel about your personal growth, your wealth and finances, your living arrangements, where you're living right now, how you feel about your health and energy, love and intimacy, your alignment in your life and your play, your recreation. So you can see we have lots of amazing ways we can improve our life, and we score it on a scale out of 10. So I sit and we take a breath. So if you want to join me, taking a nice deep breath into the belly and out. And just to assess honestly right now on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is absolutely thriving and it couldn't be any better, and 1 is completely off track. Where are you at right now with your career and mission? And let me know in the chat, or if you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments. So scale of 1 to 10. 10 is absolutely thriving, 1 is completely off track. Where do you feel honestly you're at right now with your career and mission? And this is one of the most important things I can impress upon you. If you can't be honest with yourself about where you are, it makes it so much harder to get to wherever you want to go. It's like you open your map on your phone and you say, I want to go to Manchester. And it asks you the first question, where are you at now? What's your current location? It's essential if you want to get the right directions to be able to look at where you're at right now. So let's see some of your answers. Okay, we've got some fives. Nice. So you're in the middle. So things are okay, but could definitely be a lot better. We've got some fours. Amazing. Wonderful. Well, that's probably why you're here, because you know that there's a whole next level for you. So with the Wheel of Life as well and the Wheel of Consciousness, you can go and give a score on all 10 areas. That gives you a total out of 100. And then this is a benchmark you can come back to month after month. I actually have a whole Wheel of Consciousness meditation process I can send to you if you're interested. So if you would like me to send you that whole process where I take you through this in a lot more detail, maybe just drop me an email. It's info, at lukescottofficial.com. Info at lukescottofficial.com and say Wheel of Consciousness. I'll send that over for you as a gift. It'd be my absolute pleasure. Or drop me a message on any of my social media channels if you'd like to. Okay, wonderful. Someone's put a 3 or a 4. Great. So let's see. Let's see how we can move this up. Now, think about this. In the next month, if we could just get that up 1 point. So if we could get you from a 5 to a 6, how good would that be? If we could get you from a 4 to a 5, how good would that be? Or a 6 to a 7? And then a month later, maybe we just get you up to another point. And in 4 months' time or 6 months' time, we could get you to a 10. This is one of the things I like to do. And we can pick which areas are really most important to us at this time. So I'll be doing these free sessions on all these different areas over the coming weeks. So let's do a Q-RIT session and upgrade together. For anybody who doesn't know how a Q-RIT session works, it's a mixture between very conversational hypnotherapy and quantum healing, energy healing together. Now, there's no trance states, there's no going down a staircase or eyelids getting heavy, there's none of that stuff. I didn't really resonate with that stuff when I did my hypnotherapy training because there is a way to access that same state of consciousness. We call it super consciousness in Q-RIT. To access that super conscious state, just using your breath. And that's what I'm going to teach you right now. And your brain, when you're in a deep hypnosis, it goes into something called theta state. Let me know if you know about theta brainwave state. Put a yes in the chat or the comments if you've experienced it. It's the brainwave state that you're in while you are just waking up first thing, when you're just going to sleep. It's a very programmable brainwave state. And so when you're in a deep relaxation, you can access this state. And the cool thing is, you can literally rewire your brain. Your brain has something called neuroplasticity. You can rewire the brain, the way the connections are made. So a lot of people who struggle with depression or anxiety, it's because their brain is just wired up in a less than optimal way, or your nervous system might be holding on to some trauma. We can reprogram, rewire your nervous system. So we'll do some of that. We're also going to tap into something which is similar to timeline therapy. So if you've ever experienced timeline therapy, we're going to use a future progression, which is one of our advanced techniques. So we have a Q-RIT level 1, which is the foundation, real simple technique to learn. And then we have our advanced level 2 techniques. We have 10 of them. So we have 11 Q-RIT techniques you learn in total. We're going to actually help you to see, feel, and experience a potential future timeline for yourself. Now, if that sounds completely crazy to you, just enjoy it, see how it goes, and you will be pleasantly surprised. And some of you will be really good at journeying and seeing things, having visions. Some people are not very good at that. Some people really struggle with that. And if you are one of those people who struggles with seeing visions, you might instead be able to get a feeling sense or a knowingness, or you might get things that just come through. You might hear things. There's so many different ways you can receive it. And I just invite you to be present with whatever shows up, trusting that whatever shows up is exactly what you need. If you can do that, if you can just have fun with this, you're going to have such a great time. My intention is that you get everything that's in your highest good. So everything you experience today is in your absolute highest good. And it's going to be amazing. So if you are sticking around, then I'm assuming that you consent to that you agree to that, and you're happy to do that. If this is your first time ever doing any kind of quantum healing hypnosis process, you're in for an absolute treat. Something for you to decide after we go through the process is whether the things we experience today in the session are actually real or if it's a part of your imagination. And why I share this with you is I have no idea what's going to happen for you. Every session I do with my clients is completely unique. Your superconscious will have a way of communicating with you that you can receive. So just go with it, just allow it, flow with it, see what comes through. If you do believe that what you see and feel and experience is real, awesome. If you believe that it's completely imaginary, awesome. The most important thing is by the end of it, you will be a different person. You will have a different idea of your career and mission, and you will have crystal clarity on your next steps. So without further ado, how we get into the state, we call it the quantum state, is you take a nice deep breath into your belly. So when you breathe in, your belly should inflate and start to go out. So nice deep breath in. So when you breathe in, your belly goes out, and then breathe out very softly, gently. And see when you breathe out, your belly goes back in. So try again, nice deep breath into the belly. And out. And if you can notice on the out breath, something very special happens. You get this moment. See if you can notice it again. So let's take one more deep breath into the belly and out. You notice that moment you get, that moment of peacefulness. I like to call it the no thingness or the no mind. It's a really cool phenomenon that we have in neuroscience because when you give your body a command to take a deep breath in and out, it stops thinking for a moment. You get this time, and that is the perfect time to ask questions, to go into a process, to start the rewiring. So that's the breath I'm going to invite you to. Just follow along. It can be really helpful if you're able to, and if it feels comfortable, to close down the eyes when we do these processes. Obviously, please make sure you're in a place where it's safe to do that. We're going to be in the process for the next 20 minutes or so. So hopefully you're in a safe space where you can just relax and drop in with no distractions. You might want to have a notepad or a pen around in case you get inspiration through so you can write things down. That's often helpful. I often get a lot of inspiration come through when I'm in these processes. If you don't have that, then that's totally okay as well. You can just keep whatever comes through in your consciousness and you can play with it after the session ends. Trusting that you will remember everything that you need. And just share as well, if you are not used to doing meditations or journeys, if you are feeling tired, sometimes people can fall asleep in the sessions and things. So please do your best now to energize yourself, whatever you need to do. Get yourself full of good energy, feeling really grounded is how I like to do it. So really feeling the weight of your body on the floor or the chair or wherever you are. Just bringing yourself into full presence to the best of your ability. And again, for some people, that's very easy. Some people, it's more challenging if you have some kind of neurodivergence, perhaps. Your mind might be working very quickly. And so just letting your beautiful mind know that just for the next 20 minutes or so, we're just going to play. And trusting yourself to go through this as well. However you do it is perfect. You don't have to do everything I share. If you have a different way, if you have different inspiration, this is your process. Like, please do enjoy. So closing down the eyes, feeling grounded and connected, taking that nice deep breath in and out. Using the power of your consciousness, so using the power of your imagination. I'd love for you to imagine a version of life, a version of your future, where you are 10 out of 10, thriving in your career and mission. You could ask if it feels good for you. You could ask to be shown the grandest version of the greatest vision of what is possible for you in your career and mission in this lifetime. So 10 out of 10 thriving. Couldn't be better. See what comes through for you. Just allowing your imagination, your consciousness to wander. Again, you might see it clearly like a movie. It might be a feeling or a knowingness. It might be something you hear. However you sense it is perfect for you. So what is that version of you doing? And how do they feel? What's their energy like? How do they look? What do they wear in this potential future where you figured out exactly what career and mission is perfect for you, is aligned? And if you believe it, and I really do, we can tap into these potential future timelines and we can play with them and we can learn from them and be inspired by them. So, this version of you, what is different about them as they move through the world? Is there anything you can notice? And if you would like to, if you notice a trait, something about their personality, something that they are doing or being that you would love to activate in your now experience, you can ask your body to remember that feeling. If you're able to, and if you would like to, you could even imagine being there now as if you could see it, hear it, feel it, taste it, touch it, like be there in that version of reality where you are 10 out of 10 thriving in your career and mission and just feel what it feels like to be there and see as much detail as you'd like to about your career, your mission, your business, whatever it is that you're doing. Just take this time now to explore and be shown what is possible for you in this lifetime. What can you see? And if you find yourself getting into your heads too much, just take a nice deep breath in and out and ask to be shown what's next. Maybe it fast forwards just like a movie. What can you see? What does your superconscious want you to see? And if this is a version of reality you would love to align with, you could just imagine, just like that map that we talked about earlier, imagine you could put this in as a destination to the cosmos and say, yes, like this is a fantastic direction. I'd love to go here. And just like a map app, it can then give you directions. It can tell you where to go, when to go, left or right. It can give you the scenic route or the fastest route. You get to choose how you want to play in this lifetime. And I'd love to hear from you in a day, a week, a month, a year, however long it takes. And you get there and you're like, Luke, I've made this vision a reality. And there's nothing serious going on here. We're just playing. Imagine you could just be really playful here, just curious, bring curiousness to it. If you had any question that you would love to ask this version of you that's thriving in their career, if you could ask them any question, what would you want to ask? And if you believe it, and I really do, they can answer you back, maybe in words, maybe in a vision, maybe in a knowingness. Ask whatever question you like and see what answer comes through. Just trusting that first thing that comes through, always the first thing. Don't have to overthink it. Is there something happening in your career or mission or business right now that you would love some guidance around? If you believe that this version of you has already done it, they've already succeeded in it, what advice could they offer you? You could write this advice down if you wanted to, or you can have this conversation out loud or in your mind, however you prefer it. And an invitation now for you, if you are the kind of person that likes to have a step by step plan, if you were to ask now for the exact steps that you could take immediately from today that will help you get even more aligned in your career and mission. Imagining that this version of you that's already done it could mentor you, this super conscious that knows so much from this higher perspective. What would the first step be? What would the first thing be that you could do differently? Just write that down or hold that in your consciousness. And take your time now. I'll give you a few minutes. Ask as many questions as you want. Play with it. Ask for more specificity if you need it. I never let my guidance get away with woolly, high level answers. I always want more detail. That's how I like to play. But play however you like to play. It's your game, it's your life. You get to choose. And just before we bring this process towards a close, an invitation just to open up and see, is there anything else this version of you would like you to know right now? Anything that could support you in your life or your mission? What would that be? Is there anything you should do more of or do less of? What would that be? And if there was one big thing that you could do, if there was one super brave, bold thing that you could do to completely transform your career and mission and take it up to a whole new level, what would the one big thing be? And again, just trusting whatever comes through first. And you can come back and watch this process as many times as you like to. So don't feel like you have to get everything from this one experience. Please do feel as relaxed as possible, enjoy it as much as possible. And thank this version of you for coming here today. Thank your superconscious for giving you this wisdom. Thank whoever or whatever you believe in that makes this whole life possible. And as you breathe in deeply and out, come back fully into your body, feeling grounded, connected, fully present in the here and now. You can ask your superconscious to help bring with you all the best things from this session, everything from this session that's in your highest good. You can ask your superconscious to let go of anything that's been holding you back, to literally rewire the neural networks in your brain, in your heart, in your gut, to rewire your nervous system in the optimal way, asking that these upgrades happen easily, gracefully, and beautifully so you can integrate them in the most perfect way. And if you'd like to, perhaps you could even just imagine when you breathe in, imagine you can breathe in the most powerful energies that you need right now to help you at this stage in your life. So, whatever that is for you, what would you love to be filled with? You could breathe in love, you could breathe in courage, you could breathe in discipline, focus, you could breathe in inspiration. Like, what would you love to be filled up with? And maybe see if that frequency that you're breathing in has a color. What would that be? So, could imagine when you're breathing in, you're just filling yourself up with this energy. Maybe there's multiple energies, everything that you need so you can thrive at this next chapter of your life. Maybe you can feel this upgrade happening at your cellular level. Maybe you can feel it upgrading you at the DNA level. Maybe it's activating some of your genetics that might have been switched off and just turning them on so you can really truly thrive with your health, with your relationships, with your gifts and abilities. Just breathe, soften, relax, allow, enjoy. And if you'd like to join me, we can say something out loud if it works for you, or you can say it in your mind just to help support this even more. So, speaking directly to your superconscious, speaking directly to this, whatever you call the energy that creates everything, this universal intelligence that turns an apple seed into an apple tree, whatever you call that, saying thank you for releasing, removing, and clearing anything that no longer serves me, anything that has been keeping me stuck or limiting me around my career and mission. Thank you for releasing, removing, and clearing any decisions, programs, beliefs, oaths, obligations, or vows that I have ever made, or that were ever made to me, or that were made anywhere down my ancestral line that have been stopping me from thriving around my career and mission. Perhaps you could just imagine now that rippling through however you perceive it. Maybe you see some chords being dissolved. Maybe there's some scrolls or contracts or agreements just evaporating, asking that these energies are transmuted into love, sent to the highest and best place for them at this time, so you can be free. So you can be your most powerful self that you're able to be, and from this moment forward, to the level of intensity that's in your highest good. And as you breathe, soften, relax, feel what that feels like, just to be a bit lighter. Mm. Maybe you can really enjoy your breath. Feel how beautiful it feels to breathe. If there's any of those energies that are here to help you, you want to breathe them in. Maybe they come and fill in any places where maybe you've let go of something. So you're letting go of the old, you're filling yourself with this new empowered energy. And when you're ready, it's now allowing all of that to settle and finish in the perfect way. Just again, feel really grounded, really connected to your body. This amazing body that's been with you your whole life in different forms and allows you to experience the world and express yourself with your voice, with your actions, with your thoughts and deeds. When you're ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. If it feels nice for you, you could have a nice stretch. Deep breath and open the eyes. And without speaking, I'd love to invite you, if you'd like to, for the next couple of minutes, just to grab your notepad and your pen and journal down any things that came up for you from the session that you would love to remember. Any things that you feel can help or support you, things you'd love to remember. Of course, remembering anytime you want to, all you have to do is close your eyes, take a deep breath. You can go back there to that place, to that future vision. You can reconnect with that version of you if you want any further advice. They can become your mentor or your guide if you'd like them to. And I hope this has inspired you to make more time for connecting with the possibilities that you have in this lifetime. In every moment, you can make an infinite number of choices. You can completely upgrade and transform your career and mission right now. Take that big, bold action, or you could not. That's your choice too. From tonight, you could go and play full out, or you can stay small and stuck for years. Again, that's your choice. There's no pressure or force. Your calling, your mission is your choice. In your career, if you're working in a job, you get to choose what level you'd like to play at. You could play a small role, you could play a huge role. It's totally up to you. You could learn new skills, become really valuable, or you can play in the background. Nothing's better or worse or good or bad. It's totally up to you who you want to be in this lifetime. For the next years, decades, even. With the way medical technology is and quantum healing is now, who knows how long we're going to live. In 50 years' time, what will medical technology be like? Maybe you've got another 50 years left. Maybe you've got 100 years left. Who knows? Or more. How will you spend that time? That's one of the most beautiful parts of the human experience. So I'd love to hear from you if you feel to share in the comments or in the chat anything that you'd love to share from the experience. If you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them as well. I love getting questions and I love hearing people's breakthroughs. You just need one spark of inspiration to completely change the game. I am so thankful for my quantum healing teacher that showed me how to do what I just did with you today. You can absolutely learn it. I saw a vision of myself in the future healing people, and now I heal people. I saw a vision of myself in the future being a big public speaker, being on TV shows, radio shows. And after just a few months, I managed to do that. I had my own TV show filmed in London called the StandOut Online Show. You can go and watch it if you want. It took about 6 months from seeing the vision of having a TV show to actually manifesting it. I see visions of myself in the future where I was so happy. And at the time, I was so unhappy. I was so lost because I was trying to fit in. I was in this corporate job. I was very successful as a sales director for an international software company, but I was just not happy. Wasn't my true purpose. It wasn't my real calling. So, what is yours? And when I had the awareness that I was supposed to be a public speaker and run workshops and retreats and do coaching and mentorship, I made a plan. And it took about 6 months of me building my business on the side before I was then able to exit my corporate job and then do my business full time. So I don't know how long it will take for you, but coming up with a plan. In Q-RIT, we call it the aligned actions. So, what are your aligned actions to take from this? What are the things that you can actually do, like physically do? So, some great comments here. I saw myself in the future as a public speaker. Awesome. Speaking about the journey from illness to wellness. Love it. I saw myself as a Q-RIT healer, as a medium, as an author. Love it. I want to write a book, but I'm not sure where to start. Close your eyes, take a breath, and ask to be shown. What is the title of your book? Maybe you can see the cover. What does your book look like? Can you see it? Can you imagine it? You can imagine now that you could flick through your book and see what is it about? And maybe you can see yourself on stage speaking about your book. What are you talking about? The cool thing about quantum physics and quantum healing is you learn that time doesn't exist in the way that you think it does. So this is one of the key principles of quantum mechanics is everything is happening now, just in a different place. So time is not linear from past to future. It's all happening now, just in a different space. So your book has already been written. If you play with that, I know that's quite mind-bending. We explain a lot more about it in the course. But your book is already exists somewhere and it's calling you to be its author. Isn't that a fun thing to play with? It's inviting you to be its author, to birth it. So how did you find the session? Did you have a powerful breakthrough? I hope you did. It's my absolute pleasure to facilitate these. As I said, this is a series. We're going to do loads more of these free sessions. I also do one-on-one sessions with people. If you want to book some sessions with me, we can go so deep in one-on-one sessions. And we have our courses if you want to learn how to do it too. So Q-RIT teaches you 11 different techniques. So that was one of the 11 techniques that you learn. We call that future visioning. And you can use it on yourself, so self-facilitation, or if you want to get clients, you can actually build a business offering sessions for people. And this is a really cool extra income stream for people because there are so many people in the world right now looking for guidance, so many people who are lost, who are confused, who are in pain, who are struggling. And if you can help them get to the root cause of whatever their issue is and clear it, cure it, it's a phenomenal thing. It's one of my favorite things in the world to do. So if you are interested in upgrading your healing skills, I'd love just to share with you a little bit about Q-RIT. And if you're not interested, then thank you so much for joining. And please do share this with any friends who might benefit from this. This is my gift, my offering. I hope this gets billions of views. I hope people all around the world see it and benefit from it. Just giving people that one piece of advice, that different point in the map, we call it the GPS system, giving them a different direction to head in can completely change their lives. And this is Dennis. He's a master hypnotherapist since the 1990s. He's also a breathwork master, dreamwork master, shamanic practitioner. And he shares here he's studied many therapies over the years, but learning Q-RIT has been the best investment he ever made in himself. There's loads of support and a great community of healers, and you get free therapy forever. So basically, everybody in the tribe does session swaps on each other. So if you've been paying a lot for healing, you can just get a session swaps from the other practitioners, and we all uplift each other. It's the best thing. So that's one of my favorite parts of the Q-RIT community we've made, because you get to help other people and they get to help you. So come and join Q-RIT Tribe today if you are interested. You can go to our website. It's quantumregression.co.uk. So I'll pop that here in the chat, quantumregression.co.uk. There is a deeper 2-hour free Q-RIT session on there you can do if you want to go really, really deep. And there is all the details for how you can join the courses and the programs too. And there are 3 levels for any of you that are interested. We have our foundational level. So that's just a 14-hour course. It's a certification. You get a certificate. You can pass that comfortably in 2 days. That's how we run it as a live 2-day course. But you also can pass it through the recording. So you have the fully recorded version there for you, and you walk through the whole thing, and then you do session swaps with the other practitioners to graduate and get your certificate. We have our advanced level 2 course. Advanced level 2, you learn all the other techniques. So you learn how to do inner child healing. You learn a kind of energy healing you can do remotely. You learn quantum hypnotherapy. You learn timeline therapy. So many other great things. So if you're interested in that, you can get level 1 and level 2 for £999. Or if you are like me and you like to go all in, we actually have a master practitioner certification. So you can learn how to teach Q-RIT. So if you have ever been a Reiki master or a hypnotherapy master, you'll know how this works. They make most of their money from actually teaching it. So you can teach other people level 1 and level 2. And it takes about 6 months to become a fully certified Q-RIT master. If you're already a master practitioner in something else, you can maybe do it in 4 months. But this is a whole new career path for you if you're interested. And it's just one of my favorite things to do. Even if you don't do it as a business, you just do it on friends, family, your community. It's such a valuable skill. You can help people with anything. So you get all 3 levels for £1,499. So I hope that is exciting. And many courses you go on are thousands and thousands of pounds. We purposefully keep Q-RIT very affordable. So we want to make this accessible to as many people as possible. And this is Angie. So she's a registered counselor. And she says, I've spent thousands upon thousands on all of the trainings. Most of them were disappointing, but not Q-RIT. She absolutely loves it. And I hope you feel inspired. Come give it a try and see how you find it. Now, if you are interested, I have a special bonus offer for you right now. So you can get 15% off all our Q-RIT courses right now if you use the code my15off at the checkout page. So go to quantumregression.co.uk now and click get more information on Q-RIT, type in my15off at the checkout page, and you get a 15% discount. So level 1 will just be 377, or if you get all 3 levels, it's 1,274. So that is my special thing for you, fast action bonus for sticking around to the end. Thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing. And I have one more question I'd love to share with you. What will your life be like in 12 months' time if you keep doing the same things you have always done? So, flash forward a year from now. How will you feel if things are just the same? And you might have heard this before. If you want things to change, you have to change. So, what can you do differently? What is the thing that will get you to your next level? You know that from the session. Thank you so much. Please do share this far and wide. Subscribe to my channel and follow me on social medias. I share so much free stuff. I'm here to help millions, billions of people in this lifetime. And when we all work together, we can achieve this so much faster because the world is in a real interesting spot right now. It's this amazing, I call it the Great Awakening, where we have a real opportunity to create a future that we truly love, a world that our children and grandchildren can be proud to grow up in. So thank you so much for being a part of this today.